Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Strategic Insights, the podcast where we break down real world business case with consulting lens. Today, I'm joined by my co host Devansh.
Thanks, Darshit. It's great to be here. Today, we are talking about Lenskart, an Indian eyewear giant that has completely changed how people buy glasses. We are going to dive into their supply chain and business model.
Section 1 Problem Statement.
Devansh, let's start with the foundation question. For those who might not know, what exactly is Lenskart and what makes its business model so unique?
So, Lenskart is a one stop shop for eyewear, but what truly sets them apart is their vertical integration. They control the entire process from designing and manufacturing their products to selling them directly to the customers, both online and offline in their physical stores. This is a radical departure from the traditional model.
So, they own their own supply chain from start to end. That's a big commitment. What was the core problem they tried to solve because of this?
Very nice question, Darshit. The core problem was a huge challenge. How do you deliver a highly customized product like prescription glasses quickly and affordably to millions of customers across a country as vast as diverse as India? It requires a completely new approach to their supply chain.
You mentioned traditional models. Can you elaborate on what traditional eyewear supply chain looks like and why it is so inefficient?
Absolutely. A traditional supply chain is a fragmented mess. You have a manufacturer who sells to a distributor, who then sells to a wholesaler, who finally sells to a local optician. Each step adds costs, lead time, and a chance for more errors. Lenskart saw this and said, we can do this better by cutting out all those middlemen.
Section 2 Vertical Integration and Operation Strategy.
So, Darshit, let's talk about that vertical integration more deeply. What's the strategic benefit of owning everything from the factory to the store?
The main benefit is control and efficiency. By not relying on external suppliers, Lenskart can significantly reduce cost and lead times. If a specific frame becomes a bestseller, they can ramp up the production in their own factories almost immediately, which prevents stockouts and allow them to respond to market trends much faster than their competitors.
Oh, all right. And how does their operation strategy support this?
The strategy focuses on three key pillars: responsiveness, cost leadership, and customization. They have their own supply chain infrastructure with strategically placed manufacturing hubs and warehouses across the country. It is what allows them to be so fast, affordable, and highly personalized for each customer. It's logistical masterpiece.
So, Darshit, let's get a bit more granular on the manufacturing side. What kind of technology or processes did they have to adopt to handle this level of customization at scale?
That's an excellent question. They invested heavily in automation and precise technology. Their factories use high degree of robotics, advanced lens cutting machines. The entire process from taking a customer prescription to the final product being assembled is digitally managed. The level of automation ensures consistency and reduces human error.
Section 3 The Role of Technology and Data.
Devansh, let's zoom in on the digital side. How does technology and data play a central role in making this entire supply chain model work?
That's a great point. The whole system is underpinned by a robust technology platform. Lenskart uses advanced analytics and AI driven demand forecasting. They can predict what styles will be popular in a specific region, optimize inventory levels, and even personalize recommendation for customers.
So it's not just a guessing game. How does this data driven approach improve their efficiency and customer experience?
It's a game changer. For example, the system can automatically route an online order to the nearest manufacturing hub or even a store that has the required frame in stock. The real time inventory visibility and automated routing cuts down on delivery time and costs, and it ensures that the customer gets the glasses as fast as possible.
Section 4 The omnichannel Experience.
So, Darshit, the customer experience is a huge part of their success. Lenskart is famous for its omnichannel model. What does that mean for a customer in practice?
Omnichannel means a seamless and a consistent experience, no matter where you interact with them. You can order online, physical store, or even have a representative come to home for a eye test. The experience and service should be same across all those channels. The channels don't operate in silos, they work together.
And how do they manage to make that work so smoothly behind the scenes?
It all comes down to the single unified backend system, the central nervous system of their operations. This allows them to track customer journey from their first eye test to the final delivery, ensuring customer who bought online can easily get their glasses fixed at the physical store. It's about building a gap between digital and physical worlds.
Section 5. Last mile delivery and customer trust.
So Devansh, last mile delivery is always a huge challenge in India. How does Lenskart handle that final and critical leg of the journey?
They have taken a hybrid approach. In some high density urban areas, they have built their own logistic network to have direct control. In other more remote areas, they partner with specialized hyperlocal couriers. The key is that because the product is customized in house, they can ship it directly from their facilities to the consumer, which reduces unnecessary handovers and speeds up the process.
That makes sense. And since eyewear is a high involvement product and the customer expects it to be right the first time, what about the quality control?
Quality control is non negotiable. The vertical integration gives them total control over every step of the manufacturing and assembly process. This ensures that the final product is accurate to the prescription and meets a high standard, which is crucial for building customers' trust in a category where precision is everything. This trust is the foundation of their brand.
Section 6. The human element and future outlook.
So, Darshit, we have talked a lot about the technology and logistics. But what about the human element? How does this model impact their employees and the customer's overall experience?
That's a great point, Devansh. On the employee side, the model requires highly trained staff from optometrists in their stores to technicians in their factories. They have to heavily invest in training to ensure a consistent experience for the customer. For the customer, it is about simplified, transparent experiences. They get to see the process and trust the quality, whether they are buying online or offline.
Oh, all right. So, finally, looking forward, what do you see as the next challenge or opportunity for Lenskart supply chain?
I am thinking the next big challenge is international expansion and scaling this complex model to new countries. They have recently entered markets like Singapore and Middle East. The lessons they have learned in India will be invaluable, but they need to adapt to the hybrid logistic networks and manufacturing processes to fit these new countries and diverse markets. It will be a true test of their model's flexibility.
Conclusion.
So, for our listeners who are aspiring to be strategy or consulting students, what are the key takeaways?
I'd say there are three main takeaways. First, great strategy often requires you to control the execution yourself, not just outsource it. Lenskart didn't shy away from the hard work of building factories and a logistics network. Second, an integrated omnichannel model is powered by deep backend work, not just a flashy front end app. And finally, great companies often win by making difficult strategies bet early on, like building their own factories and investing in technology.
I couldn't agree more. This has been a great, fantastic look into real-world case of supply chain innovation.
Thanks for having me, Darshit. It was a great discussion.
That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive. Catch you in the next one. Until then, keep thinking strategically.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.